Today we're out on the boat after a huge storm to answer the question, does it affect the fishing? Hey guys, welcome back to the Foul Anglers. Today we're going to be doing all sorts of fishing. First off, we're going to be going out and trying to drop shot for some wrasse. After that, we're going to be fishing a reef and a wreck, and then after that we're coming back down the estuary where we are now and fishing baits in very deep pockets of the estuary. So we got all sorts of bait today. We've got a pound of lovely worm from Gwyneir Angling in Newquay, and we've also got some squid that we caught in Falmouth, all frozen. So we all fishing all sorts of baits, trying to cover all bases. We've had a really heavy rainfall and storm, so the water temperature has dropped dramatically, but we'll see what we can pull out, and hopefully we'll pull out a few different species. We started the day at sunrise, giving us the most time out on the water that we could get. We steamed straight off to some rough ground out by Falmouth, where the wrasse would be in amongst the rocks. We set up some drop shot rigs and baited them up with some fresh ragworm and got to fishing. We spent about 15 minutes fishing, but couldn't catch anything other than the bottom due to the water clarity being just so bad. We decided to try our luck slightly more inshore to hope the fish could smell the bait better in shallower water. This mark we've had lots of good luck at previous videos. Unfortunately, the wind was a bit too strong, so decided it was safer to call it quits for the wrasse and start bait fishing.
With this feeling I can leave. I'm working and I'm leaving. Will you dare to give it all up and walk by my side? Do you see the road? Do you hear its call? Do you want a bite of it? Just getting me above now. Just getting me above.
There we go, first fish of the day, little doggy. Just had him, he was on the squid bait, so we got two baits out. So we got rag on either of these two, and then my end one has got squid on, and that's straight down. A pretty erratic bite. You can see he's quite a light coloured one. So, I mean, he's wrapped up now, but you can see there is no nasal flaps. So on a bullhuss, we'll have nasal flaps either side there.
He's just, they do this when you catch them sometimes. They dogfish donut and just circle right up, and then obviously because their skin's so hard, they just use it as a defense mechanism.
He's just gone to sleep. We shall get him back if he wants to unravel. We might have to send him back as a donut. So, there he is.
Look at the size of that compared to my hand. Hang on, let it focus.
Hold him up next to it.
That is literally, must have been born very recently.
But it is actually a huss. So like I was just saying, this helps when you got the smaller, smaller ones. So you can see the difference there between the dogfish, as it's got those nasal flaps.
There. So you've got those two nasal flaps that shows it's a bullhuss, like as Ollie was saying, and just a very small one.
Tiny, tiny.
There he is. He might stay here all his life, and one day we'll catch him, and hopefully he'll be about 15 pounds. But there he is.
Had 3 fish within about 5 minutes, but all of them are that size.
There he is, and we'll get him back. There you go, guys. Look at that rainbow, and you can see the band of rain heading straight towards us. I can just start to feel it now. We've watched it come all the way towards us, and you can just see it there hitting the water, and I'm just starting to get wet. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to get absolutely drenched. We've got the rods out, and we are in the cabin, nice and cozy with our food and drink, but it is about to absolutely hammer it down, so let's get in. After hiding in the cabin and waiting out the rain, the sky finally cleared back up, and we were back on them. No. There we go. That is a decent sized dogfish. Again, no nasal flaps, but he's got really cool colorations on him. I mean, he almost looks a bit spur doggy, but that is a really cool one. Get a close up at the eye there. Oh, he's yawning. Oh, he yawned. He's a bit tired. We're all a bit tired though. We're up quite early, mate, so don't worry. There we go. Right, let's get him back.
There we go.
Oh.
After nearly running out of squid bait, we decided it would be a good idea to head into the estuary to use up the remaining bait and shelter from the wind.
So we're at New Mark now, down the estuary. We've got squid baits out. We've already had a couple of bites on them, so we'll see how those bites progress. We've got an ebbing tide, which is our personal favourite state of tide to fish in the estuary, as we just find it more productive. We've got worm baits and squid baits out, and up this estuary anything can happen, so we never know what we'll pick up. And yeah, we're just going to fish through this tide until we've got to go. So, obviously, as many of you are aware, we have had some terrible weather in the UK, and not even Cornwall in specifically, but we've also had the terrible weather in Cornwall recently. The estuaries, if you don't mind me, well, it's difficult to see because of the sun, but the estuaries are just brown. Obviously, a lot of rainfall and very, very strong winds up to 60, 70 miles an hour. So today, we headed out to answer the question, do estuaries fish well after a storm? And quite frankly, the answer was no. We fished, I woke up at 5 and we've now, I think it's about 3 o'clock. We fished pretty much that whole time as soon as we got out on the boat with fresh rag and squid. Tried for wrasse, we tried for, well, all sorts, literally anything. And we managed 2 dogfish and a baby huss. Did miss a couple of little rattly bites on the worm, but most likely just were a couple of pouting on the bottom. But yeah, so there we go. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you watch the video right there, and we will see you guys in the next one.